What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Week 7 against the spread picks. Last week, Week 6, I went 7-8, but I was sick. So it was the flu game. Okay, Nate went 7-8 as well.
Didn't MJ drop 30 in the flu game?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Whatever. Food poisoning.
CBA went 7-8 in his flu week.
Yeah, my first losing week all season. Still 56-36. Nate went 7-8. Cody went 10-5. So they're now tied at 49-43, and then Zach, a hot week, 11-4, is now above 500 at 47-45. Everything's getting a little bunched up here.
Climb.
We're sharp. We're sharp. A lot of buys this week. We got week 7 buys, 6 buys. Panthers, Bengals, Cowboys, Texans, Jets, and Titans all on buys. So we can still get a sharp here. Let's dive in. Any thoughts?
The Bengals, they're going to win the Super Bowl. What I say, man?
I have some thoughts.
The Super Bowl matchup, right?
Yeah, that game was...
The team who wants to score in the second half.
The unders this week.
Yeah.
12-2, right?
That was crazy.
12-2.
I texted you.
I had the over.
I
had the over in that Seahawks Bengals game, and it was like 14.
They scored right away.
Yeah,
the second half. 10 points.
They scored right away,
and then no points.
The Seahawks were in the red zone the whole.
Yeah, they sucked.
Bro, that's so good.
They did what
that
they usually
Bengals
do
red zone defense, bro.
That was good.
You want to laugh?
Yeah,
you know what cost me my parlay? San Fran, Jake Moody missed field goal against the Browns. Everyone goes down, and he's perfect on the year, and he misses the 20-yard field goal. That's right down the middle.
That's brutal. We're starting Thursday Night Football. The Jacksonville Jaguars going to New Orleans, to the Big Easy, to play the Saints, who are 3-3. T-Law is questionable. I think he's going to play.
I think he's going to play.
Yeah. The line's been really weird. It started at Saints plus 1.5. It moved all the way to Saints minus 3. We have it right now, Saints minus 1.5. This is all odds FanDuel as of Tuesday. The Saints are minus 1.5. Are you still locked out of your account?
FanDuel and DraftKings.
Yeah.
FanDuel.
I'll start here. I'm going to actually lay the 1.5 with the Saints. I really like their defense. I don't like their offense. Their offense continues to struggle. Nothing about it impresses me. Derek Carr does not look that great. He threw for the most empty, 300 yards I've ever seen against the Texans. He was thrown all over the place and they did nothing. But that being said, I like the under a lot in this game, but I lean towards the Saints at home in a weird line.
I'm going to stick with my new algorithm. It's called the Zach LaPalm rhythm. That's what it's called. And it's looking for teams that are going into the bye week. So Jags are going to the bye. They're going to be playing with heart in this game. It's prime time. Cody told me T-Law is not great on prime time, but you know what? It's prime time. He's going into a bye, so he's going to be great this time. And ETN he's running the rock right now. Yeah. Jags plus 1.5.
And they came back across the drink. And
they looked pretty
good last week.
They traveled. So they traveled everywhere and they're winning.
They killed the Colts. So all right.
I'm gonna play it safe, and by that I'm taking the Saints in this.
This is a long one.
I don't know. The off chance Trevor Lawrence doesn't play on top of it already.
The line will move too. We're gonna get it at minus 1.5. If T-Law is ruled out,
this line is with T-Law.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he's ruled out,
it'll be minus 3, 4.
That's what I'm saying. So we'd be getting a better line, and you'd be fucked.
Yeah, I'm right with the Saints.
I think he's gonna play.
He's playing. Man.
Yeah,
he's playing.
Give me the Saints. They got a stingy defense. Trevor Lawrence,
very stingy,
little banged up. Who knows how it's gonna go with them? Prime time.
Yeah.
I trust the Saints D, so.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Saints defense, and I'm going to ride the minus 1.5. They're at home. The Jaguars, they basically played 3 straight home games. Now they're going on the road, and I see the Saints defense running rampant against that offensive line. It's crazy because the Jags were my ATM play of the week last week, and I actually think Jags.
They cashed.
Yeah, they did. I think they're going to lose, though. I do. I think the Saints win at home here. It's a big game, too.
Next up, we got 1 o'clock game, Browns at the Colts. Browns coming off their most impressive win of the year without Deshaun Watson. They beat the Niners. Jim Schwartz continues to dominate Kyle Shanahan. Beats him all the time. Always holds that offense down. They got a big win. The Colts coming off a pretty unimpressive performance against the Jaguars. Colts are plus 2.5 at home. Cody, where are you going?
I've been back and forth on this since I got here 10 minutes ago. Back and forth for sure. The Colts plus 2.5. And the Browns are coming off a very emotional win. It really is. It was an emotional win.
That's good.
Big win.
They're going to come back down to earth here. I actually think the Colts are going to win this game outright, but I'm going to take the points, the plus 2.5 at home. I think they get it done here. The Browns, typically they're playing on grass. They're going to a turf inside a dome. The weather's not going to be a factor here. There's not going to be any bullshit with the wind, missing field goals, yada yada.
Oh yeah.
Give me the Colts plus 2.5.
I agree with Cody here. I'm also on the Colts plus 2.5. Deshaun Watson's most likely not going to play again, and I trust Gardner Minshew a little more than I trust PJ Walker.
A little bit.
I don't know. He's pretty good.
Yeah. I trust Minshew to get the job done. Colts.
I'm going to have to go with the Browns here. I think their defense is a little too... I think they're like a top 3 defense, so they're going to bring it to the Colts. And is Gardner Minshew going to handle that? Like, Myles Garrett's going to be all over him, so I'm going to go with the Browns here. PJ Walker. But yeah, Browns minus 2.5. They just beat the Niners.
Minshew may not handle it, but John Taylor will handle it.
Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor.
I don't know,
Coming out party, John Taylor.
If they can beat the Niners, bro.
Waiting
I know
for
it's like anything can happen in football. Clearly, the Giants almost just beat the Bills. So who knows?
I called that. By the way, I said it was going to be a 3-point.
The Dable effect, he knows that.
I'm on the Browns as well. I'm going to join Zach in the classic this side of the table versus that side of the table. I got the Browns minus 2.5.
Good guys.
Bro.
I absolutely love this defense. This defense is actually a historically great defense. If you look at the numbers, they've had multiple games where they've given up 3 points. They just shut down one of the best offenses in football, albeit without when Christian McCaffrey got hurt, Debo got hurt. Trent Williams got hurt. They
didn't shut him down.
And,
they put up 20 points.
But they gifted them too late in the game. PJ Walker
was...
threw that pick, and they had a red zone opportunity pretty much. I don't know. I really like this Browns defense. I like their the outside. I obviously like their pass rush. I can't willingly bet Gardner Minshew in this spot, who as a starter is 2-10. He's good when he comes off the bench, but then he starts sucking. So Browns. Next up, we got an NFC East battle. The Commanders, 3-3, got back on the winning side of things last week against the Falcons, going to New York to play the Giants. They're 1-5. The Giants are plus 2.5 at home. This is actually one of my top plays of the week. I like the New York Giants plus 2.5 at home. Daniel Jones might be playing. I like Tyrod Taylor kind of in this offense. I know they didn't really do that much last week, but they played a gritty game against the Bills. Now at home, my only concern for this game is the Commanders' D-line against this very shitty O-line. They held up pretty well against the Bills, but they're not good. But I think if they can get Barkley going early, I'm not sold on this Commanders team. I think the Giants will finally get a win here. I'm taking the points, but I think they get a win at home. Plus 2.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Commanders here, minus 2.5. What happened with the Giants-Bills? That shit happens all the time in football. In reality, the Giants are not a good football team. I'm going to take the Commanders minus 2.5. I think this is a pretty easy pick here.
Excuse me. I'm going to take the Commanders as well in this. Giants defense, I know they played Josh Allen and the Bills offense very well this past Sunday night, but that was Brian Dable. He knows the Bills offense. Josh Allen's OC for 3-4 years. Yeah, I trust Sam Howell. I like Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin to spread these Giants DBs out. And Sam Howell, 330 yards this week.
Wow.
Lock it in.
I love it.
Am I a lone wolf?
No, I'm taking the Giants plus 2.5.
This is a big Commanders fan too.
I've taken the Commanders every single week, but in this spot, the Giants need to win here. 1-6 would look really gross.
I think playoff team last year.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, they're not gonna. Their record doesn't reflect the team they are. They're a much better team. They'll win here. I'm gonna take the 2.5 anyways. I think the Commanders were gifted a win last week with all the bullshit.
You called that too, Desmond Ritter over there.
This is a Ritter 3-pick masterclass.
Yeah.
Pick after pick.
That was just a gift, and they were just getting the ball in the red zone and converting. It was just stupid. Yeah. It's not gonna happen against the Giants this week. The Giants play good football, and they have a great pass rush, in my opinion. The Giants have a really good pass rush, so I'm gonna take the Giants here.
Oh, this game.
Next up, this is a tough one.
I know where I'm going.
I actually really don't like. I think this is one of the toughest games of the week. Falcons at the Buccaneers, two NFC South teams that are kind of starting to regress a little bit. Buccaneers are minus 2.5 at home. Cody, where are you going?
Give me the Bucs at home minus 2.5. I don't have to say much here. I think the receivers, they're experienced, they're veterans. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, they're healthy. They're gonna do their thing. Baker Mayfield's gonna come back off. That was a very bad showing at home against the Lions. They're going to come back and they're going to win this year against the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm big on the Buccaneers in this game. Tampa's defense will take away Devin Mitter. Baker Mayfield will hit Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, the whole shebang. I like the Bucs minus 2.5. I like the -5, whatever it is.
Yeah, I like it by a touchdown. I'm going to go with the boys here. Bucs minus 2.5. I mean, Ritter fucking sucks. Baker Mayfield, he's a grimy, gritty, grinded out quarterback. Baker Mayfield's going to get this done with ease. Sleep on the pillow, minus $2.50.
I'm taking the Falcons here, plus 2.5. I don't love it. This is genuinely one of the toughest games of the week, in my opinion. I don't like Desmond Ridder. I think he's the only thing holding this team back. So I think they have a really good defense, a great run game, a pretty good coach. I think they really have it all, a great O-line. I just think the quarterback's lacking. Not great weapons on the outside, but Drake London would be better if he had a quarterback, and Kyle Pitts, would be being used, getting used way more. I'm still taking the Falcons because I trust their defense. I don't like that this isn't in Atlanta. But I don't have many other reasons other than that. I'm taking the Falcons. I don't love it, but I'll take them plus 2.5 and Lone Wolf this. Try to get a game on these fellas. Next up, AFC East battle. A lot of divisional games this week. I'm just realizing that. Bills at the Patriots. The Bills are 4-2. Snuck past the Giants last week. Questionable call at the end there. A few pass interferences against Darren Waller.
Grabbing his throat.
It was a little interesting. We were all on the Giants plus 14 that game except this guy. But he had the best week.
11-4, though.
Get the last lot, Patriots are plus 8.5 at home against this Buffalo squad. I will start. I'm done with the Patriots here. I'm taking the Bills minus 8.5. They're angry. They just put up a bad performance. I think McDermott will get these guys up to go into New England. They still remember the Patriots beating up on them all the time. Yeah. They will blow them out in this game. I've been pretty good at picking Bills games actually this year. I want to check that. I feel like I'm undefeated picking Bills games. But I like them to blow out the Patriots. Mac Jones, that safety at the end, meant the Patriots didn't cover. It was gross. Fuck the Patriots. Bills minus 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the undefeated CVA on the Bills.
I don't know if that's
I guess that's a stat.
I don't know if that's true. I'm just thinking back. Raiders game, Giants game.
I'm going to go with that undefeated because I need a win. So I'm going to lay the points with the Bills. The Pats look terrible. To be fair, Mac Jones is not a good quarterback, but I think he's better than what most people think, to be fair.
No.
With that being said, the Pats have probably the worst receivers in the league. Their defense isn't that great. They're getting shit on by their fans and all sports fans. So Bills minus 8.5. Yeah, great spot.
I'm also on the Bills minus 8.5 against the Patriots.
Storm's coming.
My actually money line though. My lock of the week and my survivor is the Bills in this game. Yeah, I think the Bills show up down game last week.
Yeah,
like CVA said, they remember all the beatdowns the Pats gave them with Brady all those years. Bills.
I'm going to take the Patriots plus 8.5 at Gillette. I think that Ramondre Stevenson's getting going. Yeah, the sky's clear. Ramondre is getting going. I think they get the run game going. The Bills' secondary has been really sus. I don't know how Tyrod Taylor was able to dismantle them like that. He was able to move the ball. They didn't score many points. It was a low-scoring game. But the fact that I don't know. I think the Patriots are a better team than the Giants. And it just didn't look good. Nothing looked good. And 8.5 points is a lot in a divisional game.
Yeah, in New England.
It's in New England. And of what is it, last year, I think they blew them out twice. I think the Patriots got blown out twice by the Bills, but I'm just going to take
this. This is the biggest spread, I think, since pre-Tom Brady era. Patriots at home.
They got blown out twice last year, so I'll take the Patriots. So. Yeah.
This is a gross game next. We got the Raiders at the Bears. Both will be with backup quarterbacks, I believe. Probably, maybe. Bears are plus 3 at home. Raiders have looked decent. They're just such an average team. Bears are once again falling apart. Fields likely out. That means Tyson.
He's out.
Yeah.
Badgett.
Yeah,
versus Aiden O'Connell.
They might start Hoyer though, which I think is stupid. Either way, this is just gross. Cody, where are you going here? I mean,
this is an interesting game. I don't even know here.
It's so gross. It stinks.
I'm going to take a bounce back game. The Raiders, for Devontae specifically, that's who I'm talking about. I think Devontae has a game. He bounces back. I think he has 80 yards his past 2 games. Combined. It's pretty bad. So I'll take the Raiders minus the 3. I think it doesn't really matter who's throwing to him as long as it's a good ball.
They got to throw it to him though.
Yeah, they have to get the ball. I think they'll move the ball in the Bears defense though.
You'd hope so, yeah.
So I'll take the Raiders.
Kind of struggled.
Yeah,
that's classic.
I was telling Corey this earlier. You guys know, in our Grime sleeper league on the app, you know if you it says the players' names and it says the team they're underneath them. For Devontae Adams, it doesn't say the team; it says him. Really? Under Devontae Adams, it says him in parentheses, no team. Anyways,
he's him.
Because of that, and him, he's gonna have a bounce back game. Devontae Adams might go for 10 for 160 and 2 touchdowns this game.
I can see it.
Bounce back game for the Raiders. I hammer the Raiders.
Yeah.
Ben's saying this, but it's Devontae Adams. I agree with these two guys over here. I mean, just throw him the ball. I feel like he just hasn't been getting targets.
Yes, he'll get it, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going with Jacoby Myers, Devontae, just the better, more talented roster. I'm going to go with that.
They've been looking good, too.
Yeah, the Bears are gross, very gross. Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Raiders, -3?
Mm-hmm.
The win picking up. It's a storm. It's all Raiders. It's all Raiders. I mean, how can you willingly take the Bears in this spot? Come on now. That means the Bears will probably win outright. But we're all on the Raiders. I have literally no analysis of this game. I'm not taking the Bears with Tyson Bagel.
A lot of questions over there.
Yeah, a lot of questions over there. So let's move on. All right, next up, I think this is potentially the game of the week if it wasn't for a certain Sunday Night Football game. The Lions 5-1 at the Ravens 4-2. Ravens are -3 at home. I'll open this up. The Lions tied for the best record in the league. I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the Lions +3. I think this is a field goal type of game regardless, and I'll take the points. Detroit has been impressive on every side of the ball, every facet of the game. Baltimore has been good to me when I've picked them, but I like Detroit here. I do.
Yeah, I'll go with Detroit here too. I feel like a lot of people were on the Bucs last week. Everybody thought it was a good spot, but the Lions have proved to be a solid team this year. I'm going to continue with that. Lions plus whatever it is.
Good.
I'm also on the Lions. One, because I think the Lions have the better offense, the better quarterback when it comes to at least arm talent. Lamar is very dynamic, And I just don't like the Ravens, and I want them to lose. So all those reasons, give me the Lions. Amon-Ra, St. Brown.
Zay Flowers is nasty, though. Zay Flowers.
He's good. He's good.
Jameer Gibbs, if he actually plays this week, he's the lead back. I think he'll have
Jameer Gibbs, baby. I need you. Gibbs. I need
it's all
you.
him. So
I need him more. He's got to score a touchdown this year. This would be it, right?
This
should be the game. You would hope so.
0-6.
He should have a 15-point game if he's playing. If he's a
he
starter,
should have a 30-point game.
Yeah. I'm also on the Lions, so it's a Lions +3. It's a close game. I think, like Colin was saying, this is a field goal game, but I think the Lions could win by a touchdown here, so I'm going to go with the Lions.
I feel like I'm alone with this one.
And next up, a rematch of 1979 Super Bowl, something like that, somewhere around that time. Steelers 3-2 coming off the bye week at the Rams 3-3. The Rams are laying 3 points at home. Cooper Kupp, fresh, looking elite like he always is. Puka Nacua still playing well. Rams laying 3 points. Cody, where are you going in LA?
I'm going with the Rams -3 in this spot. I think they do look pretty good. Cooper Kupp doesn't look like he missed a step. He's looking great. I think he had another 100 yards last week, another touchdown. So the guy looks great. And then they have a good secondary option in Puka. They got Higbee. Connor Williams, I think, is missing 2 to 3 weeks, but they did some...
Where's Van Jefferson?
Van Jefferson's on the Falcons. He's out of there.
He's my wide receiver, too.
They just activated, what's his name, Darrell Henderson, so he's back.
He's back.
Royce Freeman's over there, so I don't think...
Miles Gaskin.
Zachy Evans.
Zach Evans, Gaskin. They're going to be
Gaskin is on that?
Yeah, they brought Miles
They
Gaskin.
signed him. So I'm going to take the Rams minus the points here. I think they win at home.
No surprise. I'm on the Steelers, fresh off a bye. If Zach is a man of his word about his bye week thing,
fresh off a bye. I say
going into a bye.
Going into a bye.
That's the
Fresh
Zach
off a bye.
fresh off a bye, fresh after a
There's
bye.
definitely a stat for that too. It's not calculating my algorithm. I'll have to see.
Yeah, I'm just banking on I think Cooper Kupp's gonna.
It's interesting.
Sadly, he might have his way with the Steelers secondary, but Devontae Adams did as well with the Raiders.
Isn't Deontay Johnson back too?
Deontay Johnson is back. Pat Fryermuth is back. They're both back.
Looking for a touchdown.
I'm only gassed about that because he's on my fantasy.
Looking for his first touchdown in 4 years.
Yeah. Wow. Nah, don't matter. He's a reception animal.
Here.
Will he get his first career touchdown?
His first career?
He
had one 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. But
God,
anyways, Kenny Pickett. Offense with now Fryermuth healthy. Deontay is finally back. I expect them to move the ball on a Rams defense who is not very dangerous. Oh yeah, of course it does.
Okay, fine.
I mean, the Rams don't got that serious of a defense, Could be a shootout, low key, but give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers. Stafford might throw a couple picks. Who knows?
As much as I want the Steelers to cover this 3 and maybe win outright, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to go with the Rams -3. But Deontay, just sprinkle Deontay
Sprinkle
Johnson
Deontay.
touchdown. It's a lock.
What's it, plus 500?
It's a lock. Yeah, no, it's a lock. Anytime, not first.
It might be.
Yo, nah, take first touchdown.
Yeah, because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be. You might as
That'd
well
be
catch the
money.
value.
That'd be money.
Right off the hammy.
Yeah,
All right, I like,
Rams -3.
I like the Rams -3. I love to see the Steelers win this game. It'll obviously help
Yeah,
anytime
that'd
AFC, NFC, especially NFC West. But I'm going to lay the 3 points. With the Rams have been pretty impressive, honestly. I don't think a lot of people thought this team would be nearly as good as they are right now. I know they're just a measly 3-3, but they're playing a lot better than was anticipated, I believe. So I think they'll have a big game offensively. If the Steelers want any shot, I think they'll really have to score points and keep up with them. And I
That's
don't
just
know
something
if
they
they
don't
can
do.
do that. Najee Harris sucks. I don't know why I drafted him in multiple leagues.
You tried to trade him to me.
I tried to trade him for a bag of chips at this point. Like, I don't know. He sucks. But I'll take the Rams -3 at home. All right, next up we got the Packers. 2-3 at the Broncos, 1-5. Broncos are plus 1.5 at home. Cody, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking the Packers
back
here.
to back.
The Packers minus the 1.5 here in Denver. The Broncos can't seem to figure it out. It doesn't matter if they're at home, if they're away. It doesn't matter.
Mars,
They just I saw
Jupiter.
them. Yeah, I mean, I saw them lose to Zach Wilson. Russell Wilson, I don't know what the fuck him and Sean Payton are doing like at practice. I don't know what's going on. These guys just can't figure it out. Jordan Love looks decent. You got Aaron Jones back this week. I think that's a big help. They have a good tandem, him and AJ Dillon. I think they're going to run all over the Broncos here. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Yeah, I'm on the Packers as well. I mean, Aaron Jones playing, not playing. I still have the Packers. Yeah, the Broncos are just in a heap of shambles right now. Like Russell Wilson probably have a big yardage game. Packers offense Broncos defense ain't gonna hold up. Probably allow a lot of points. Give me Jordan Love. I'm all on the Jordan Love train for this game.
I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos here, and that's because they're going on a bye next week.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Jordan Love looks decent. You got Aaron Jones back this week. Wow.
Not strictly for that. I don't think the Packers are as good as people think they are. As much as I'm not a big Russell Wilson guy, I feel like this is a spot where they can win this game. So I'm gonna take the Broncos plus 1.5. And honestly, Jerry Jeudy, do something for me, brother. Something for me.
Jerry Judy.
Jerry Jeudy, bro.
Yo, Steve Smith don't like Jerry Jeudy.
Broncos plus
No,
1.5.
I
They're
I
gonna
don't
be,
think Jerry Judy likes him either.
they're gonna be coming
I
out.
think it's mutual.
Yeah, I don't think they like each other.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Packers here, minus 1.5. I will say this is not Russell Wilson's fault right now. Look at the dude's I know I'm saying this every week, but look at his numbers right now. It's actually crazy. He had one really bad week last week, 95 yards, awful. But his numbers are really not bad. He is not the problem in Denver. I repeat, he is not the problem in Denver. That being said,
He's just
I'd
a
been high on
small
Jordan
part of
Love. I think the Packers off this bye week can get this done. They really need to win, get back to 500, stay alive in the NFC
They
playoff
lost to the
picture.
Raiders, dude.
Give me the Packers minus
Raiders
1.5. So does the
they
Broncos.
haven't looked bad.
Cardinals at the Seahawks next up. 4 o'clock game. Seahawks are minus 7.5 at Lumen Field in Seattle. Lumen Field. I'm going to open up here. I'm taking Seattle minus 7.5. They're coming off a game against the Bengals where they really dominated that game for much of it. I mean, they were in the red zone like 72 times, and they just could not score. Geno and the O-line were the only parts of the team that looked pretty bad. Geno had a tough day, and the O-line, a Curhan or whatever, like they're getting dominated up front. But if Abe Lucas eventually comes back, I think they'll be a little better up there. But I think they're going to do better this week. Also, the defense, Seattle's defense is really coming together. They gave up one opening drive touchdown really quick, but then they limited Joe Burrow in that explosive offense the whole rest of the way. Also, Metcalf's got to chill a little bit. DK's probably my favorite Seahawk, but he's got to chill with the penalties. He's fist fighting everybody every 2 seconds.
Bro, he's not getting the ball when he's wide open in the end
I
zone.
know, I saw
that
that.
play
It was
was
bad.
brutal.
But, let's chill. Some people have Kenny
He's
Pickett
very
as their
jacked.
quarterback.
He's on
Right?
steroids.
Like-
DK,
Nah, game-winning drives.
That's
Kenny
true.
Pickett does
That's
those.
true.
does DK do roids?
And Tyler Lockett, by the way, had a huge play to set up that potential winning. Tyler Lockett's so consistent. I'm taking the Seahawks minus 7.5. They get back on track. Cardinals are coming back down to where they should be.
Yeah, this is pretty easy for me. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here, plus 7.5. I mean, think about it. If they can beat the Cowboys, they can beat anybody. The Seahawks aren't even half the team the Cowboys are. And this is a divisional game. We've seen the Seahawks. I don't know. The Seahawks have probably dominated this matchup, I'd say.
Yeah.
But
They won both times
they
last
probably
year by 10.
aren't covering this number most of the time. I mean, 7.5
They
is
beat
a
him by 10.
lot.
I believe they beat
of
him last
points.
year by 10 twice.
It's a lot of points. A lot of points for Josh
Lot of points.
Dubes. When are we getting that bobblehead?
I know. I couldn't find it. It's not available.
Kyler Murray,
Josh Dubes.
Kyler Murray's actually off
is
the
he
IR.
playing?
I don't think he's playing.
He's not playing it, but I think he's
If
coming
he's
back.
playing, I like the money line. But
The money line.
But yeah, no, Cardinals plus 7.5. This is free money. Print out money with this pick.
Give him
honestly.
the shmoney line.
Yeah.
Let him know.
Saucy.
The Cardinals shmoney line.
I am also on the Cardinals. I'm taking the points with the Cardinals here in this one.
But you like the money line.
For the Cardinals, no, I don't like money line. But I like the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals to cover this game. Division matchup. I believe the Cardinals have been the scrappiest team of the year probably. I think they can in a division game, an opponent they know. I think this year they can keep it close. They keep it close.
Wait, I think it's taking
Josh Dubes.
That's a lot of
I'm
points.
taking Seattle minus 7.5. I usually don't ride with the Seahawks, but this is a really good spot for them. Off a very porous performance, they're going to get the crowd going again. I think the fans were a little bit upset.
Hating on Dubes.
Dubes
That
on the
performance was
money
kind of
line.
embarrassing.
Nah.
They were just putting no points up.
Oh,
Like they were
yeah,
always in the
red
red zone.
Red zone was tough.
Nothing. Just nothing going. I think they get going. They're scoring a lot of touchdowns. They win this game by a decent amount. 2 scores.
If I get 10 or 14.
No.
Yo, these last 3 games though should be some good games.
Yeah.
That's gonna
All
be
right, next up, another divisional game.
game's
Why is it
interesting.
so many divisional games this week? Chargers at the Chiefs, AFC West battle. Chiefs laying 5.5 at home. I'm gonna start again on this one. I'm gonna trust the Chargers again, plus 5.5. I think we get an all-time desperate performance out of the Chargers here. I really thought they were gonna beat Dallas on Monday Night Football. I think they're going to throw everything they have at the Chiefs. I think at worst they lose this game by 3 or 4 points. I'll take the Chargers, not to win necessarily. I even probably think the Chiefs end up scrapping and doing some bullshit, getting a field goal and winning this game. Maybe even overtime. Sprinkle that. Overtime game. I'll take the Chargers plus the points.
This is interesting.
Justin Herbert, please, dog. Like,
Interesting.
come on.
Very interesting.
No, it's not really his fault, but come on.
I'm gonna lay the number with the Chiefs here, minus 5.5. A wise man told me, Jonas Bonus Honus, that Brandon Staley is awful, and that's all we've seen from him this year. He doesn't know how to coach. He has no idea what he's doing.
Probably the worst.
Justin Herbert is good, but they make poor decisions. They almost lost to my Vikings in a disgusting way. They should have lost. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here. I almost said the Vikings. Chiefs minus 5.5. Killer Trav. He's gonna keep putting up 100 yards because I traded him. So, yeah, there it is. Chiefs minus 5.5.
These teams are known the past couple years for playing like really close, good games.
That too, yeah.
For sure.
With the Chiefs normally coming out on top. But I'm all on the Chargers here. Chargers last year, Thursday Night Football in Arrowhead, would have won the game aside from a 99-yard pick six by Herbert, whatever he did.
It's all Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a tough loss to the Cowboys. Give me the Chargers to bounce back in the game and beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
And lose by 6.
I'm going to be taking the Chiefs minus 5.5 here.
Split.
In Arrowhead. Yeah, I think the Swifties are going to pop out.
The Swifties. Shout out to Swifties.
Travis Kelce been looking good. Mahomes is going to look a little better. Maybe throw 3 TDs this game against a sorry Chargers defense. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
You saw Dak was kind of struggling with them. Mahomes? Forget it, dude. Mahomes is going to have 3 or 4 touchdowns in this game.
You give me money, honestly.
They're getting McCole Hardman back this week. Come on, dude. That's Mahomes' little guy, bro. That's his buddy.
Nah, but honestly,
Hey,
Hardman with
Tony
Mahomes
Sprinkle,
is like
maybe?
very good.
Easy.
Kadarius.
Give me the Chiefs minus 5.5.
I need everything I can get.
Simple.
Rasheed Rice.
Kadarius Toney touchdown.
Mike Williams isn't going to head top nobody this year. He's gone, so
He's hurt.
no stupid touchdowns this year.
All right, next
Yeah.
up,
Oh,
God,
I think
this
this is the
game.
game of the week. Dolphins 5-1 heading to Lincoln Financial Field. Sunday Night Football. Eagles laying 2.5 points at home. Cody,
It's always the Eagles. It was always the Eagles in Philly. This place is going to be loud. It's going to be jumping. Tua's not going to be able to hear anything. He's probably not going to see anything.
He already has like 25
He's
concussions.
gonna have Hassan Reddick coming to get his elbow like he did Purdy. Like Tua might get hurt this game. I'm not gonna lie. I hope he doesn't, but it's not a good matchup for Tua. It's not good. I think Tyreek Hill's gonna have less than 60 yards. I like the Eagles here.
it's very bold.
Yeah, we'll see. Darius Slay, I think he's playing, so you'll get him.
I like the Eagles as well. I think Eagles at home show out. I think that defense, that pass rush, like Cody was saying, gives Tua some troubles. Sprinkle Tua interception.
Fumble,
I think
interception.
sprinkle it all. Tyreek Hill, Darius Slay, tough matchup for him. Eagles. Give me the dubs for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles too. I mean, Philly's buzzing right now with the Phillies and this Eagles team.
Bryce Harper.
This is a great spot
Stare
for the
down.
Eagles. I mean, Jordan Davis might Is he playing? Jordan Davis?
The
guy from Georgia, that big DT.
Jalen Carter.
No, Jordan Davis, I'm pretty sure. Him too. I don't know. Jordan Davis is a big DT from Georgia. He's going to eat Tua like a cheeseburger. He's going to eat him up.
He probably will.
I love it, though. Eagles minus 2.5 in Philly. Philly's buzzing.
Hell yeah.
The Phillies are buzzing. I'm going to take the Dolphins plus 2.5. I don't love this. I would love it if I get 3.5 maybe. This does kind of feel like a Dolphins-Bills situation where the Dolphins are beating down on these bad teams, and then they play a really good team and they get exposed.
I don't remember the last time they beat a good team.
I know. That's why, as you guys were talking, I like this pick less and less. But I'm gonna stay with it. I have real concerns with this Eagles team. Jalen Hurts has not looked as good as he did last year. Mm-hmm. The defense is not as good as they were last year. This team is not as good as they were last year. The Dolphins need a statement victory, and I think they get one. I'll take the 2.5. I think they get one on Sunday Night Football.
Ramsey is coming back pretty soon too.
Yeah, that'll give him a little bit.
No, this week. He's coming. He's coming.
Ahead of schedule.
He's coming to get head top by T. Higgins again.
Ahead of schedule. You know who's ahead of schedule? Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers will be back, and then he'll pop an Achilles again.
Ahead of schedule.
All right, wrapping up the slate with the 49ers coming off that first loss. Fuck you, 49ers.
Yeah, cost me my parlay, San Fran.
I was happy.
Moody.
I'd rather lose, but I hate
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir, baby.
49ers are 5-1 at the Vikings, 2-4. Vikings are +7 at home. I'll start. I'm going to lay the points with my mortal enemy, the San Francisco 49ers. I think they destroy the Vikings in this game. I think the Vikings are going to... No, I think the Vikings are going to bounce back after this week and get some wins together and actually make a run for a wild card, but not yet. I think the Niners, especially CMC, is supposed to play. I don't like this matchup for the Vikings.
Yeah, as you guys know, I'm a Vikings fan.
Really?
And usually you pick your favorite team, right? That's what they all do. That they pick their favorite team. But I agree with CVA. I think this is an awful spot for the Vikings. They're probably going to lose by 21 points here, and Kirk's going to throw 2 touchdowns. I mean 2 picks and 2 touchdowns too, maybe. But this is an awful spot. It's just their defense it's a little better than last year, but it still kind of sucks. No Jettas. What is this team without Justin Jefferson, realistically?
Mid.
So, yeah, I'm going to lay the number with the Niners and go against the Skull Nation. But they're coming back after this week, and they're going to have a good week.
I'm on the San Francisco 49ers here.
That.
I'm on San Fran. I think like Zach said, it might get ugly. Kirk Cousins and no Jefferson against that San Fran's defense. Might throw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Actually,
whatever
he's
it is.
100% going to trip on the center in this game. That's a guarantee.
This is a Kirk Cousins trip on the center
That's
game.
the Kirk Cousins.
That's going to happen. That's going to happen.
Dude, he's good for one every couple of... every year.
That's going to happen.
Even though San Fran cost me some money last week, Jake Moody. Even though that happened, San Fran rebound and they're gonna coast to coast.
Yeah,
this game.
This might be bad.
CMC, he plays touchdown. You know, I'll say make it 2 because 1's too easy. Give him 2.
I must have had you Moody last week.
Oh yeah,
That's a good pun there. I'm gonna take the Vikings +7 at home. I don't mind Lone Wolf in this at all, actually.
+7?
+7 at home. Yeah, they're +7.
I said 7.5.
No, +7 at home. I think there's a lot of uncertainty with the Niners right now. They're coming off a bad loss, and on top of it, I think they're all banged up. 2 or 3 of the guys may not be playing. They're questionable, but I don't really know. I don't really care. I think Purdy's...
You love Purdy.
he's a system quarterback.
I wouldn't say he's a system quarterback, but he did not look good last week, and it was a good defense. And I think the Vikings can cause a ruckus at home. I think they really can. 7 points is a lot.
I don't know if I trust that at all.
I don't think the Niners lose this game, but I think it's close. So I'll take the Vikings.
This reminds me of like Cowboys-Vikings last year.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's how this could go.
Last chance to switch?
Actually, no, because the Vikings were like, they had like a good record. So no, I'm not switching.
All right,
I'm not switching.
All right, there we have it. All right, we're gonna go to locks of the week, and don't look now, but the set here is kind of hot in locks. We all swept our locks last week. I'm 4-2. Nate's 4-2. Zach and Cody, winners of 3 straight, and now 3-3 in locks. So everybody's hot in locks. So maybe a little parlay of the locks. I will start. This does not inspire confidence with this lock, but I'm taking the Giants +2.5 at home. I really like the Giants in the spot. It's the one. It jumped off the board to me. I'm taking the Giants against the Commanders. I really like it. Cody, lock.
I'm gonna take the Eagles -2.5 because I don't think the Miami Dolphins are able. They're not capable of beating good teams. So I really think the Eagles win this game by 3, 4, maybe 5. I'll take the Eagles.
My lock of the week, give me the Bucks minus
my
2.5
He said
against
it
the
before,
Falcons.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah. I mean, Desmond Mitter, like, that's all needs to be said. Like, Scrappy Baker dubs.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs minus 5.5 in Arrowhead. The Chargers, poverty team.
And the
poverty
home
defense.
of the
Chiefs, baby. Chiefs. Travis Kelce.
There's our locks.
I'm so sick of the Chiefs, though.
Maybe
Like,
parlay
I'm so
that.
sick of them.
Maybe parlay that.
Especially because I
They're like the
traded
new
I'm so
Patriots,
sick of the
bro.
Chiefs. Yeah, dude, I'm so sick of the Chiefs.
All right, wrapping up here. Fantasy players of the week. Fantasy player of the week. Last week, I had Evan Ingram in a random ass pick. He had 11 points. KJ Osborne for Zach at 8. Chris Godwin for Nate.
That was in a deep league, though. Deep league pick.
Yeah, asterisk there with that. Chris Godwin, 13.7 for Nate. And Cody, Raheem Mostert, 34.2 points. All right, so this week we got Zach, open it up. Fantasy player.
I think I went with this guy before, actually. But it's the guy who's been underperforming every single week. Every single week. And I need him more than ever right now. Jahmyr Gibbs is getting his first NFL touchdown of his career. He's gonna do it. He's probably gonna have 20 fantasy points. And he's gonna win for one of your teams this week. My team included. He's gonna win, okay? So let's
last time you chose him, he did not play. He's out.
and he's questionable right now. So keep
Nate,
tabs on that.
Nate Dogg, fantasy player.
My fantasy lock of the week is he had a great week 1, got hurt, and then this past week against Dallas didn't do too hot. But Austin Eckler against the Chiefs.
I mean, we're starting Austin Eckler.
Huh?
Fine, go.
I mean, but he's been like.
All right,
you know,
that's fair.
I think it's back on track with a big game.
All right, big game for
25 plus points.
I'm going with Jordan Love over here in Denver. I
like
think
that.
Jordan Love has a
I
really
like
big
that.
game. Yeah, I don't
You like that?
Yeah.
I like that.
Not much to be said. I just think Denver has a poverty defense, and I think Jordan Love can expose them with those young dogs of receivers that he has. And Aaron Jones supposedly coming back off the hamstring. I think that he gets some catches out the passing game, and I think Love has a big day. Go Packers.
All right, I kind of like Craig Reynolds of the Lions.
I like him more than Gibbs.
David Montgomery is out. Definitely out. Should be out.
No, he's out.
He's out. Yeah. I'm gonna go Craig Reynolds.
I hate
a little waiver wire pickup.
Wait, should I start both of them? Because I have both of them.
Craig Reynolds. No, I swear. Last time
Should I
Montgomery was
start
out,
Craig
Craig had
Reynolds
way more
and
touchdowns.
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Craig.
I would not start Jahmyr Gibbs.
Well, start him. He's going off.
And start Craig.
Bro, because I see what Dan Campbell does. I saw what
Yeah.
happened.
This is a Craig type of game.
We were talking
Not
about this
really,
in our
but-
big league. Like, I don't understand because people were drafting Jahmyr Gibbs in the 3rd and 4th round. And
I drafted him third.
No, I know.
He's
And
my
then
third pick.
they don't use him because when Montgomery was out that week, they were using Craig Reynolds in the red zone.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Week 7 ATS Picks. We'll be back next week for Week 8. Maybe parlay those locks, and we'll see you in Week
don't parlay.
8. Hey, we swept them last
Parlay
week.
them.
The set is hot. The set
This
is
guy,
hot.
Fred.
Look at Fred.
We'll see you next week.
You didn't watch it either, Cody?
Are you busy?
I watched half of it.
Well,
You hang
I
out
do
with
have
it?
homework, but I don't. I can watch it.
I think I was watching it and then I started.